So cool. Hey everyone, I'm going to react to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 3 Episode 4. Everyone has a part to play. Last episode, it was sort of like a slow burn episode. They're just basically giving us the state of affairs. Now by the end of it, Rimuru is gonna be having a banquet to sort of like announce himself as the demon lord and the ruler of the Dra forest, which I thought he was already a ruler of, but there's another part on the other side of the river that's also part of the Jura Tempest. And all of that, now all of that's going to be under his domain. So he's like, you know what, let's just have a giant party. And they just invite everybody, basically. So yeah, that's where the episode ended. And before we get into this episode, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Usually I put That Time I Got Reincarnated as the last thing to react to, but I'm starting the Akatsuki no Yona chapters, reading whatever back up today, and usually that depending on what chapter is about, it sort of like makes me feel either sad or something, and I don't want to do anything after that anymore. So it's like, yeah, that's going last. That is going last. So let me feel better with Slime Diary, not Slime Diaries, oh my goodness, that time. And then if I end up feeling sad after the other one, I can just end my reactions for the day. And I have to worry about perking myself back up. Wait, was Yuki holding Shizu's mask in his hand there? So cool.
特に問題なし。そんな奴がいるなら新米を派遣するのは危険っすね。問題なかろう。お前が甘やかしすぎているのではないか。おいらもっと修行を厳しくしてもらえばよかろう。その通り。お兄ちゃんよ。したら街道に大麻結界を施してはどうでしょう。大麻結界？旦那、完成したぜ。自動魔法発動機だと？登録しておいた魔法を自動で維持してくれる画期的な魔法機器なのです。
Wow.
ここの短い期間で試作型を作るまでになるとは、おっさんたちすごすぎるだろう。
Yes, they are.
時間のある時は我が輩と黒ベイ殿も協力していたのですよ。
んだ。この全自動魔法発動機は大気中に漂う魔素を利用する仕組みになっているのです。それ以外の利点って何なんだよ。旦那、聞いて驚け。
Okay.
なんとありやそれは大気中の魔素濃度を低下させる効果もあるんだよ。
おお、まさに今俺たちが抱えてる問題の解決策じゃない。
What problem is that? Why does have
とすると、この全自動魔法発動機は大気中から魔素を集めて自動で大麻結界を張り続けてくれるのか？
で、燃料は補充できるように設計しておいた。
燃料って？
いわゆる魔晶石だ。
無駄を極限まで減らせる刻印魔法であれば1割でも十分な効果を期待できるの。
Okay.
魔素濃度が低下すれば魔物や妖魔の発生率が小さくなる。
Okay.
困難なモンスターが生まれる可能性はゼロに近づくわけだ。
Okay. Because I'm like, well, what does that do?
しかも利用可能な魔法は大麻結界だけではないのです。
What else?
手を貸そう。
この魔法式がさまざまな魔法効果を発動できるのですよ。
Like which one? Which ones?
装備として携行も可能になるかもしれない。あ
Oh my gosh.
街道の石畳に紛れて全自動魔法発動機を等間隔に設置。大麻結界を発動させます。
Oh, so it'll be safe for people to.
それでその結界の魔法式の刻印は？
俺とのやつが完成させてるよ。
それが完成すれば我も好き放題にオーラを解放できるのだな。
I don't know about that.
いやしかし我もずっとオーラを抑え込んでおるのでそろそろ疲れて。
我慢しなさい。
ピエンのだ。
俺は全部胃袋に押し込んでるからな。昔からそれこそリグルドに指摘されてからずっと。
しかしリムル様、ベルドラ様のように完璧にオーラを抑え込むというのは至難の業です。
ディアブロよ、お前はよくわかっておるようだな。
桁違いに膨大な魔素量を誇るベルドラ様でございますから、それを維持するのは大変でございます。
So at least let him release it once in a while.
どこかでドカーンと発散させたいのだよ。
Yeah.
どこかでドカーンなどされてしまうと、その周辺は死の大地になってしまう。
Is there a place where he can do that? That?
まさにカタストロフ。
That's true.
それについては考えておくから、もう少し我慢してくれ。
よかろう。
ああさ、ままならないものだな、人生とは。いや、スライム生とは。
Slime. Oh my god. Wait.
それじゃ報告も出揃ったことだし。はい、この建設をお前に任せたい。暇な時にコツコツと書いてたミリムたちのための居場さ。お前ならば
焦ろよ旦那。俺も行ってゲルドさんのフォローをしよう。ミルドの野郎も連れてくから。
しかしこのような大仕事万が一でも失敗
You
したら。
want?
いいっていいって。たかだか都市一つ分の値段だろ。また稼げばいいさ。
そうっすよ。自分なんてこの前も。
What did you do?
詳しく聞くから後で俺の執務室に来なさい。
これは巧妙な罠だったんすか？
手にお任せください。
頼んだぞ。
ゲルドばかりずるいです。
適材適所だよ。
What were you expecting to do with that?
ないな。
そうだぞシオン。俺が留守の間はしっかりとリムル様をお守りしてくれよ。
もちろん。
ディアブロの作戦の進捗状況も聞いておこうか。
はい、それでは説明します。そこでエドマリスから教育を受けさせています。
ヨームさんも大変っすね。
そして弟のエドワルド神王ですが、
He's the one that had this sinister smile.
動き出したようです。
Okay, sweet, they know.
早く終わらせたいので急がせるよう手を回しております。部隊の編成はベニマル殿にお任せしておりますから。
ああ、準備万端だ。上がるので選別が大変でしたよ。
おう、ピクニックじゃないんだから。
それから
なんだ？
まだレイヒムが戻ってきておりません。
Why?
レイヒム。
オートには結界が張られているため手の者は侵入できませんが、レイヒムが中に入るところまでは確認できております。
イングラシア。
報告が入る手はずなのです。
その報告がまだ入らないと。
Something went
も
wrong?
しかして口封じに殺されたとか？
いいものは支配した対象が死んだらその魂を奪えますので。
まあ生きているならいい。口封じされて俺たちが犯人扱いされなければな。俺は前回のことは水に流そう的なメッセージを込めておいた。ちょっぴり挑発もしたんだが、それはまあご愛嬌。
One needling.
リムル様が聖人ヒナタと戦っている最中に私たちは襲撃を受けました。これは間違いなく連動しており、続けるようにクレイマンが黒幕の存在をほのめかした。
あの方ってやつだな。
さようですな。
You okay?
そいつが今回も関与してくるならヒナタが動く可能性もあるのか。だがどうにも腑に落ちない。ヒナタってさ、自分の意思ではなく誰かに頼まれたか命じられたかして俺を狙ったのかな。ヒナタが誰かに命じられて動くとは思えないんだよね。
旦那の言う通りだな。
He's still reading.
神ルミナスだけだ。
神ルミナス。
Valentine.
ルミナスだ。
ヒナタに命令できる存在はいないか。
では時期が重なったのは偶然だと。
あの方とやらはファルムス王国を動かし、魔王クレイマンをも操り、俺たちの国を滅ぼそうとした。
日向は俺たちが邪魔だと言った。それは西方聖教会のルミナス教の教義が魔物との共存を認め、
様々な思惑が関与している可能性が高まりました。一連の事象は全て関連しています。
つまり
関与している国家、人物、情勢、その他の要因、それらの利害は一見すると一致していますが、
黒幕は一人ではないと。そうか、そう考えれば納得がいく。クレイマンは俺たちが邪魔だった。ファルムス王国は名士である俺が邪魔だった。俺が日向に始末されると期待していたはずだ。ここで三者の思惑は一致し、状況は動いた。その結果、俺は日向から逃れ、ファルムスは敗退し、クレイマンは滅び。
幕の力がクレイマンを圧倒していたのならば、もっと早い段階で介入していたはずです。
つまり俺に手を出す意味はない。今他にも黒幕がいるとしたら、日向の意志に関係なく事態が動くことも考えられる。黒幕は一人ではないかもって話さ。そいつらも利害が一致していないせいで足並みが揃わないんじゃないかな。
なるほど。
では私はもう一度聞き込みを行うとしましょう。エドマリスたちに情報をもたらしたのは商人だったそうですが、
のは金が動くものだし、戦争やってのはどこにでもいる。その商人たちが利益を求めて暗躍するってのも十分にあり得る話なんじゃないかと思ってさ。
なるほど。
ファルムスと取引のある商人を全て調べ上げろ。
心得ました、我が王よ。
ベニマル、援軍を厳選し直してくれ。リグルド、派手に祭りを開催するから、その準備をしっかりと行ってくれ。
言われるまでもありませんぞ。
ギルド、お前は全力で仕事に励むように。
無論です。
そしてシオンはシオンはあれだ、ランガと共に俺の護衛だな。
我は
ベルドラはみんなの邪魔をしないように
任せるがよい。
ブタ君、お疲れのようだが、君は俺の執務室に来なさい。
Okay, as I was watching it, I heard something that made me think that this recording stopped somewhere along the way, and I double checked, and yeah, it froze again. It happened before in the previous reaction. I don't know what's causing it, but thankfully I was mostly done with the episode before it happened. But I'm gonna go back a few seconds before continuing. Let's see. This rebellious, the Holy Knights. Look at the Holy Knights. Yep.
待たせたわね。それでは始めましょう。
Okay, so this episode was the meeting, right? The meeting that they were having. Let me see if I can remember some of the stuff that they did. Rimuru gave a plan to Gelt in order to build Miriam's new palace and whatnot. Kaijin is gonna be helping him with that. They build this magical storage device thing that they were gonna use to sort of like erect a magical field dome, I guess, around Tempest to keep the monsters from spawning. You know, when they were saying that this particular device of course was gonna be creating that thing based upon the spell that they put in there, but then it also attracts and stores the magicals in the air. And I'm like, okay, what does that do? Like, I didn't understand why they were so excited about that possibility. And it turns out that the more magicals there are in the air, I guess, the more these monsters spawn. Like the one that's sort of like a rank A or something or other like that, that's sort of hard to defeat, that Zoe crushed like nothing. So this device accumulating that, getting rid of it sort of like in the air, that's gonna stop that from happening. So I'm like, okay, that's good. And they're thinking about putting it along the road, I guess, that they're building. And I'm like, that's good. That's gonna make the the road safe for people to travel on. So that's awesome. Yeah, so they're gonna be making a whole bunch of it, putting it along the road, and they only need to be patrolling it to make sure that it's working. And so that's awesome. And then they started talking about basically who he is and who he wants. He meaning Yuki, of course. They don't know that yet. And then they're thinking, okay, is he the one that's giving Hinata orders, even though they don't think that Hinata has someone that she takes orders from? And I'm like, yes, she does. That will be Valentine. When they mentioned Luminous, Veldora was like, Luminous, but he didn't really say anything after that. So I don't know how that's gonna play out with him and Luminous and Valentine and Hinata. And then as they were talking, they were like, even the British Raphael, even she chimed in, and she's like, there are many people that have different interests that are sort of like controlled what happened previously. Like all of these people's interests sort of like aligned, and that's what created the situation that happened in season 2 that led to Rimuru becoming a demon lord and all of that. So they're like, it's not just someone, just like a one mastermind that's doing all of these things, you know. It's different people whose interests aligned and all of that. And now they're like, okay, we know that right now, well, they can assume that right now he is not gonna be doing anything. And then was it Diablo who mentioned it about the merchants? And then they're like, Rimuru is like, okay, so these merchants probably, you know, when war happens, they use that opportunity to make money, basically. So he's like, he's giving all of them different orders. Some of them are going to be, I believe, Yuna is going to be looking into the books of Clement's books to see which merchants sort of like popped up over there, and I believe Diablo is going to be doing the same thing. And I guess from that they're going to be able to figure out, okay, which merchant is, or which merchant, singular or plural, are basically behind what's happening. They also have built up their army just in case. Benimaru, of course, is part of that. Hakuro is going to be helping him with that. They are going to be intensifying Gobta and the Goblin Riders training. What else? At one point, Veldora was telling Rimuru that he's basically sort of like tired of restraining his aura. After they created that device and all of that, he was like, oh, so now I can unleash my aura, right? And Rimuru is like, no. And when it came to Rimuru, after he became a demon lord, he said he's been storing his aura sort of like in his stomach, and after he became a demon lord, that stomach sort of like basically the capacity sort of like expanded. So it's not really a problem for him to keep his aura in check. But when it came to Veldora, Diablo's the one that said it. He's like, it's sort of like extremely hard on him to keep himself in check. So they're basically asking Rimuru to find a way for him to release his aura, so that, you know, and all of that. So I'm thinking, how is there a place, you know, that he can go, that he can unleash his aura without devastating the whole, like everything? I don't know, but Rimuru's gonna have to find a way to do that. I feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like it may not be that he's gonna go someplace where nobody lives and then unleash himself, it probably will come in the way of maybe someone attacking or something, and then Veldora's gonna unleash on those people, and that's gonna be his release, I guess. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Oh man, as I was talking, something popped into my mind and I'm forgetting. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but they also mentioned Reyhiem, not basically Diablo having sort of like lost contact with Reyhiem. He was supposed to deliver this message to, I'm guessing, Hinata and Lupilius and the church and whatnot, basically telling him that he doesn't want any problems and whatnot. But they haven't heard back from Reyhiem. But then again, Diablo is like, he's not dead, because if he was, then his soul's gonna come to him or something or other like that. So he's clearly still alive. They just don't have any news from him, you know. And then by the end there, Hinata is having a meeting, I guess, with her holy knights, and all of that. I don't know what's gonna come out of that particular meeting, but I guess I wonder if if Reyhiem and his message was to Hinata. I wonder if this meeting is in response to that, but we'll see. Is there anything else? Apparently Gobta did something that now Rimuru wants to know what that's about. I wonder what it is. Is it gonna be something major or something that he's just gonna tell Rimuru and then it's gonna be like, okay, it's not that big of a deal? I don't know. I feel like the way they played it, it seems like it might be a big deal, you know. I guess we'll see. I'm just wondering if it's just like a one-off comment, you know, because even at the end he's like, okay, see me in my office and then tell me exactly what you did. So I feel like it's gonna lead someplace. It's not just, you know, it's not nothing. Because if it was just nothing and he's like, oh, I made a boo-boo, and then, you know, they just move past it, that would be like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But then Rimuru is like, come see me in my office and then tell me what it is. So I feel like it's gonna lead to something. I just wonder what that is. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 5, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and check it out. And I'll see you next time. Pero de las almas te perdí en la oscuridad. Perdóname, quiero volverte.